There are shows with psychics.
And there are shows with doctors.
But there's no show like The Psychic and the Doc.
Your practical paranormal power unleashed.
This show synthesizes the talents of world-class medium Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer, psychic explorer,
and street smart spiritualist, behavioral psychologist, Dr. Pat Baccili. All subjects are on the table and no topic is taboo. Inspiration, insight,
action, and fun as Mark Anthony connects callers with loved ones in spirit,
in tandem with Dr. Pat's fresh, no-nonsense, street-smart, intuitive insights. And she is hilarious.
Extraordinary problems
require extraordinary solutions, which may come from this side
or the other side. This is The Psychic
and the Doc, and it starts now. Welcome to The Psychic and the Doc here on the Transformation Network. I'm Mark Anthony, JD, Psychic Explorer, and my co-host is Dr. Pat Baccili, and she's the founder of the Transformation Network, which hosts many awesome shows, including The Dr. Pat Show, which is Dr. Pat's award-winning, she's been doing the Dr. Pat Show for 2 decades and going strong. And, we've got a great show tonight. The theme of the show is What's Your Lucky Number? Because it's 717. But I do want to take a moment. Since the last time that we've done a live show, we've had the horrific tragedy in Texas. And on behalf of Transformation Network, everybody here, Dr. Pat and myself, we're sending our deepest sympathy, our love, our prayers to all the victims and their families of the tragedy in Texas. I was in Houston last week and early this week, and I was on Great Day Houston, the CBS KHOU morning show, and that's what we talked about, was mass grief. Yeah. And it's okay if you feel grief for people you don't even know. And when we hear about entire families getting washed away, children being swept away, and all the people whose lives have been destroyed, it is perfectly normal, human, and it shows our compassion and our humanity to feel for them. And then today we learned that music legend, the iconic Connie Francis, passed. And so we will be playing some Connie Francis songs on the break because this was a woman whose music just didn't entertain us. It touched our very soul. And Dr. Pat, I know you have some particular insights about all of this.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give Nat a third song. I grew up, and I've shared this before, I'm what you call neurodiverse. Now that's the term, but I grew up really different. I stuttered. I didn't think the way other people think. So my Mama Doris, we like to call her, saw that, but she never treated me as less than, ever. And one of the things she did, and I asked her about this later, was I was a kid, always picked on, struggled in school. But she took myself and my 2 sisters, Joyce and Doris, beautiful, beautiful, her first children. She had one at 12, one at 13. And she would get us up there and put us all together. We had to dress. We had to wear those crinoline dresses, Lord of mercy. You understand what those things...
I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound comfortable.
Oh my gosh, Rocky knows. Them are the things you put the dress on and then you get this thing underneath there and it just sticks you, it just pokes you. It's horrible. But anyway, she did that. So first of all, for me to even dress up like that was a stretch. But what she had us do is, I guess we call them sing to Connie Francis songs. Connie Francis... And Connie Francis's songs related to my mom's life so deeply, and some of the struggle she had gone through. Everything from Who's Sorry Now, and the one she loved to play, My Dad, was Everybody's Somebody's Fool, Honey, and Don't You Forget It. But she did that. And it was so hard for me. It was hard for me to get up in front, and not just in front of the family. She would do this like we get to like get a whole Christmas, like the girls are going to sing. And it was hard for me. And my sister Joyce was so sweet. She Southern girl. I'm like 7, 8. Okay, you understand? Very young. And Joyce would say, "Hey, hey, y'all don't have to sing, you know? Why don't you can just move your lips? It's okay. Y'all don't have to sing. I won't tell. Y'all don't have to sing." Basically, she knew I couldn't sing. That's number one. Number two, when I did sing, it sounded like some monster from some movie because I am a little different. So I didn't understand the nuances. But I asked my mom about that later. And I said to her, I think it was at the time my dad died. And that was a lot of revelation. I said, "Tell me, what were you thinking about that? Why did you have us girls sing?" And long story is really short. She said, "You know, honey, I didn't do that for the other two." She said, "Those two, you give them a stage or anything you give them, and they will do a strip tease to something. But I did it for you because I knew someday you would need to demand the stage and command it. I knew someday, you would need to know how to do that." What an amazing woman, Mark. But
Yeah.
Connie Francis, I spoke with, and I shared that story with her. And she was supposed to come on my shoe. But Connie Francis, for many of you, this is a woman extremely popular. Her songs on Billboard rock the charts. She does have a lucky number. She's born on December 12th. I'm born on December 11th. We're going to talk about that. And she told me that gut-wrenching story on a call. The woman was beat. She was raped. She couldn't get anybody in the business or industry. And then she kept singing. And when you hear the Italian version of Mama, it's the voice of an angel. Mark, what do you think about? Doesn't she have the voice of an angel?
She really does, and both Dr. Pat and I are of Italian descent, and Connie Francis was also of Italian descent, and her music totally resonated with the Italian American community. But it wasn't just there; it was everyone, and she did have the voice of an angel. I know my mother loved Connie Francis. My aunt, every Italian family I knew, they loved Connie Francis. And so, we're honoring her today. And Connie, I know your spirit is alive and well. And on behalf of all of us, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, do you have a lucky number?
I was thinking about that for the show, and I would say 13. And the reason I would say 13 is because I've done so many programs and interviews and written about Friday the 13th. And I find 13 a fascinating number. It's a prime number. Some people think it's an unlucky number. Friday the 13th always gets people all riled up. So for me, it's 13.
Yeah. Now, we're going to play Connie. Mine is 11. Linda's is 18. Linda was trying to convince me that Mercury retrograde doesn't happen tomorrow. I said, forget it. It does. We've been in the shadow of it. But we're going to play some of Connie and we're going to go to the phones. We think about your lucky number. So when we bring you on, we're going to ask you what that is. We'd love to hear what that is. It's different for everybody, isn't it? I mean, there's no right or wrong number. It's what you relate to. And then when you look up the meaning of certain things, you'd be surprised how aligned you are. But have you ever heard words like this? Mark, who's sorry now?
Yeah.
Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? This was the story of her life as she described it. 1-800-930-2819. So you're 13.
Yeah.
How's that been working for you?
Good. And I've always been the odd one out, and I guess that's also why 13 resonates with me, because it's also when people think Friday the 13th is a terrible thing, and I could go through the whole history of it, but I won't. I'll save that for when we have a show right before Friday the 13th. But I like prime numbers. And to me, 13 is it's definitely a prime number, which is divisible only by itself in one, just because it seems to evoke a reaction in a lot of people. There have been studies that over 21 million Americans actually are affected by what's known as frigatriskaidekaphobia, which is fear of Friday the 13th. And every Friday the 13th, American businesses lose upwards of $1 billion in revenue because people don't fly. Many people stay home from work. They don't go to school. They don't go shopping. On the flip side of the coin, crime rates seem to go down then too. So like everything, it has two sides to it. But yeah, I've always liked the number 13.
We're going to take a short break. I want you all to take a breath, just like we're doing. If you don't know who Connie Francis is, if you don't know these songs, just hold in your heart a woman, groundbreaking success in an industry where women had to claw their way. She loved her way to the top. These songs reached #1. Ed Sullivan was, you even know who that is. It's like Saturday night. It's like being a return visitor on Saturday Night Live. But she was so revered, and no one, similar to Sinead O'Connor, believed her story. So this song, Connie, and the other song we'll play, This Is For You. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. You are listening to The Psychic and the Doc, and I'm here with my esteemed colleague, Mark Anthony. But before we go ahead, I just want to mention to everyone, Mark and I do this show. These are small snippet readings, but please, Mark's going to give you some information now because one, you'll be able to see him in person if you can get to where he's going to be. And then the other thing is, when you go to his website, you can schedule your own time longer. You'll spend more time with him. Again, these are very short. Usually when Mark does this, he spends time with people in advance. Now what we do is we say, hi, welcome to the show. We ask you to turn your radio down behind you. And once Mark gets in the groove, he will reach back out to you and ask you questions when it's ready. So just give him a moment to breathe. Nat, who do we have now?
All right. First, I wanted to just say that my lucky number is 71. That's 71.
I knew it.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right. Our first caller today is going to be Sandra from Connecticut. Sandra, welcome to the Psychic and the Doc. You are on right now with Mark and Pat. Welcome to the show, Sandra.
Nice, Sandra. How are you today? What's your lucky number?
My lucky number is 27. I am hotter than you know what in Connecticut. It's very.
Oh my God, I know you are. I didn't give a shout out, and I have to do this. I want to give a shout out. Thank you for mentioning Connecticut. Thank you. It is like boiling factor, right? It was 110 here in Seattle. But I want to give a shout out for my hometown, Plainfield and North Plainfield, New Jersey, and Greenbrook, because what they're experiencing with floodwaters right now, we thought that was something that took care of. So our hearts go out. So you're really hot joining the show right now, Sandra, right?
I am. I'm hot, but not to trot.
You were reading I think you're a little psychic. You're reading my mind right there. How can we help you tonight? How can we help you tonight?
My goodness. All right. A friend of an elderly woman, a friend of mine, deeply close friend from many years ago, passed. And my departed son is the one who actually introduced me to her. And she was a godsend when my son left us. And that was like 11 years ago. And so anyway, she recently passed, and I'm actually going to perform a ceremony for her, release her ashes. And her daughter is kind of shy, so she thought it would be a good idea if I did it. And it's going to be at the brook where my son is, a very special place near where she lived, and she walked her dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I didn't know if you had any, if she would come through or not, if there was something that could make it more special.
All right, hold on. First off, deepest
Yes.
condolences on the passing of your friend. Don't give me any more information. Okay. Let me open up and see who comes through. It may be her. It could be someone else. And your son's in spirit as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did your son, and the reason I'm asking this, because there's a male energy stepping forward, and I'm tasting a lot of blood, and that doesn't always mean a bleed out. There could be an internal hemorrhage, but I'm getting this massive impact sensation. Now, let me explain. When I get a massive impact sensation, that could be trauma, but that could also indicate an abrupt or unexpected passing, because for all of those, I get this impact, and then I'm tasting blood. Does that make any sense with the cause of passing with your son?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And once again, even no parent should have to go through losing a child. And he said, you are really good about listening to the signs. Do you get auditory messages, like where you hear a sentence or something in your head, in your mind's ear? Because your son is telling me you're really good about hearing the signs.
I'm definitely good at picking up the signs. The ones that are auditory would be more in the twilight sleep, not in the daylight.
That makes a lot of sense. And the reason for that is when you're in the twilight sleep, that's brainwave frequency wise, you're between alpha and theta, and that's around 8 hertz. Your brainwave frequencies can be measured through electroencephalogram, and that's where psychic and mediumistic activity occurs. So a lot of people say, just kind of when you're just on the threshold of sleep, but not quite awake. So yeah, you're hearing him. Now, this could be your friend, because I'm getting an old, this spirit, she was an older woman when she passed. And do you remember that show with Andy Griffith, the Andy Griffith show? Do you remember the character Aunt Bee?
Yes.
Did your friend in any way maybe kind of resemble that actress or have this kind of Aunt Bee thing about her?
I would say no, not Carol.
Okay, well, who's the Aunt Bee? There's an older woman. She was a bit, I don't want to say obese, because she wasn't obese, but she was a bit on the fuller side, and she was older. This woman easily was 80 in her 80s when she passed.
That would be my paternal grandmother.
Okay, so we got her coming through. I know you want your friend, but you got to realize I'm not a bouncer at a bar, so I can't tell them like, no, you or you. Okay, so we got paternal grandmother coming through, and she's holding up some pearls. Now, lots of ladies have things with pearls. Okay, they're beautiful gemstones, but pearls are one of my triggers for the month of June. So what this could mean is a significant birth, death, anniversary, or event, which could be connected to you, your grandmother, your son, your friend, or someone close to you within June. It could also be a piece of jewelry of significance with pearls in it that you may recognize. And because it's June, it could be a trigger for a female name that starts with the letter J, like a June, Jean, Jane, Janet, Jody, Jessie. Anything there?
June is the month that my son transitioned.
There you go.
Spirit.
Okay, so that indicates that your grandmother is there with your son. Okay, now you indicated your friend's name was Carol. And Carol's stepping forward and she's giving me a song. And I'm sorry if I crack up, but I'm hearing, if I knew you were coming out of baked a cake, baked a cake. Now, that is a goofy song from the 1950s. Connie Francis never would have done a song like that. That was like, the goofy, But when I get that particular song, what that indicates is, think of a 6-week time frame, and today is smack in the middle. So 3 weeks either side of today could be a significant birth, death, anniversary, or event connected to you, your friend, your son, your grandmother, or someone else close to you, planet Earth, or in spirit. 6-week time frame, 3 weeks either side of today, unless there's something about cake that's just jumping out. Anything there?
Well, her birthday would be the 25th of July. My son left June 25th.
Wow. So we're right there. So we've got two. And when you said her birthday, you mean Carol's?
Yes.
Okay. Carol, I am trying not to laugh here, but Carol's cracking me up. She says, honey, you sneeze glitter. You sneeze glitter. Now, obviously you don't sneeze glitter, but I think that could mean that you have a way of making things very festive. And this is getting into her service. She said, don't make it a downer. I want you to sneeze glitter. She's talked about the fun, the sparkling times, the glitter. And you said, oh my God, how does that make sense? And then we'll have Dr. Pat.
I love that. I love that. A celebration of life, not just a somber time, but celebrate her. She was such a unique and special, very special woman.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dr. Pat, what's your take?
So I think for me, there are a couple of things. I want to go back to the pearls. Pearls are ancient. They go back farther than we even recorded them because they're a part of the sea. I mean, there are things that were so much a part of our lives, right? Before we had diamonds, when we could dig up diamonds, right? But pearls have always been this beautiful thing. They are all part of wisdom and growth. But there's some other part of them that I think Mark touched upon for your friend. They are a symbol of purity and innocence. And I get a sense your friend was a little bit like that.
Yes.
And I wanted to say something else, though. They are also a symbol of new beginnings. So when Mark brings you a pearl and it shows up somewhere, somebody is trying to tell you, hello, Ms. Connecticut, you ready to start a new beginning?
Yeah, I'm out there.
Well, I'm asking you for real.
I think that I'm just embracing this point in my life because I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm confident with who I am.
Yeah.
I want to help others heal because I know what that took from me, and I believe that you should give service back. If you've come out of the darkness, then you should be able to uplift others, and I feel like that.
Oh, so you are starting a new beginning. Did you just hear what you just said? Mark, did I misinterpret what she said?
No, that's what I heard. Yes.
I mean, that's what you said. Like, I'm no longer going to da, right?
Okay.
Did you say that?
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the magic of the psychic and the doc.
Well, because sometimes when you're in the space that you're in, and, here's what I'm picking up about you. This is a perfect symbol for you, the pearl. It has so many different meanings from everywhere, from ancient China to Hinduism to Christianity. It has meaning. And every time you see movies of pearl, like, for example, there's this famous movie that Scarlett Johansson is in, The Girl with the Pearl Earring, and you go through that, you get a sense of the deepness of that. But this for you is about protection, promotion, calm, and helping manage emotional fluctuations. And so being of service will help you manage that. But it is a time, probably I was incorrect in what I said. I think it's more of a time of renewal. You see?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can identify with that.
Yeah.
And I hope to impress that with everyone who is in attendance. I'm sure it'll be small, but that's what I want them to take away with them, a renewal, a rebirth.
Oh, no, it's not small. You're tuning into a network that gets 500,000 unique visitors and 20 million people a month. So you're touching a lot of lives.
I don't mean your show. I meant the service, her ceremony.
Yeah, but you understand.
That's the small one.
But this is what I'm trying to say to you. You've just announced it tonight.
Yes.
You are already, you understand, yes, you're going to do a service, but you honored her tonight in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Do you see what I'm saying? That is part of the ritual. Please,
I see it now. I do.
Oh.
I do. Oh, I love that. Little bit dense. I'm not Italian. I have Polish.
We'll forgive you. We'll forgive you for not inventing the Renaissance.
Yeah, that's.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't worry.
The reason why 27 is my lucky number. So my Chase was born on the 27th. 27 pops up all the time. Well, a few years ago on Thanksgiving morning, it was very early. It was not even 5:30 in the morning. And I was getting ready for work. So I work at a casino, and I had to work on Thanksgiving. And the alarm clock started flashing, 5:27, 3:27, back and forth, back and forth. And I just looked and I stared, and my husband saw it too. And I said, "Well, good morning, Chase. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's you. I know it's you. I know it." And I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah.
And it popped up on my license plate when it was mailed to me. It was, And I said, I knew it would be. 27 was the last two digits. So I mean, it's powerful.
It is. I'm going to leave you with this to think about, though. Okay. When you get a flash of 3 and 27, let me tell you from a numbers perspective what that is. What is 3? What is 3 into 27?
9.
Well, it does.
9. What's 3 into 9? Yes. What's 3 into 9?
3.
Tonight, you represented yourself, your friend, and your son. That's 3 people. You brought the Trinity to the show to honor them.
Oh, how special. Thank you for
and you had 3 spirits come through.
Oh, Mark, I didn't get that.
Yeah, she had her paternal grandmother, her son, and her friend. So ooh, very good one, Doctor. See, that's why I love working with Dr. Pat, because I see some things, and Dr. Pat, being a behavioral psychologist, she's able to look at the metaphors and then see how they apply to the particular recipient. Because this reading is unique for you. The number 3 might mean something to somebody else, but in this case, 27, 9 to 3 is unique to you.
Yeah. So, now, I'm not going to tell you to go buy this, but I want you to think about, do you own any pearls?
I really don't.
Yeah, I didn't think I did either, but I want you to hold them in your consciousness when you do your ritual. And I want to thank you so much. You don't know it, but you really have touched the lives of people today. And I want to thank you for calling in. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you both. I love you dearly, both of you. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, bless you too.
Yeah. We're going to take a short break. Now you're going to hear this. Now you're going to hear the song, Who's Sorry Now? But before we do, Mark, we need to mention this, because how many people call in and they've given up on a dream or they're afraid to do something? Connie Francis with this song did not want to do it.
Right.
Period. Her dad loved the song. The song goes back to 1923, then it was redone. Her dad loved the song, and her dad was at the shoot with her. She had already done 4 songs, and she said, I'm done. I'm not doing anymore. Her dad says, Connie, there's 16 minutes left. She had never shown her voice up to this part. It has always been doing covers for Patty Klein and Patsy Cline. This was the time where she didn't give a you-know-what. And she got behind that mic, and for the first time, she discovered who she was and could become. Now, I don't know if she took that scholarship and went to school, but this was a turning point for her. Every one of us gets an opportunity, usually because of somebody else, just like on the show, and you will have a moment to change your life. Mark and I have done it. You've heard us talk about it. So for tonight, pick your lucky number, and remember, it's not just lucky for a moment. And listen to Connie Francis singing a song that came from a gut-wrenching one time. She did it once, didn't like it, did it again. And then Dick Clark played it, and the rest is history. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Psychic in the Dark. Pam, we're coming to you. Peggy, we're coming to you. But before we do, for me, I want to just tell you, you're going to hear a lot more about Unstuckable. And by the way, I want to just say thank you for Mary, who reached out to me and said, when you do the T-shirts and the mugs, please send them to you. And by the way, we're in the process of doing that, unstuckable.com. Now, for Mark, you're going to have to really write all this down. Mark, let people know what you're doing.
I have got a whole U.S. tour going on. I just got back from Houston, but on August 8th through the 10th in Southwest Florida, I'll be in Punta Gorda for the Wisdom of Light conference. And then over Labor Day weekend, which is going to be at the end of August, I'm going to be in Chicago for the IANS, International Association for Near-Death Studies, 50th anniversary conference. And it's the 50th anniversary of Dr. Raymond Moody's book, Life After Life, where he coined the phrase or the term near-death experiences. We're honored to have Dr. Moody there, and I'm extremely honored to have been asked to be one of the keynote speakers. That's just two of the conferences I'll be at, and aside from presenting presentations, lectures, I will be doing spirit communication events. Visit my website, afterlifefrequency.com. Kindly sign up for the newsletter. I've got a newsletter scheduled to go out next week. It'll give you updates because I'm going to be at several other locations in the country. So you can find out about all of that by signing up for my newsletter at afterlifefrequency.com. Also, one last, Best Holistic Life magazine, the editor-in-chief, Jana Short, she's starting another magazine about living ageless in L.A.
Come on now. I got to be part of that thing.
Oh, yes, you do. And my article for this month is called The Mysterious Language of Prophecy. You can find out about that and other great articles at bestholisticlife.com. So Dr. Pat, and even though Dr. Pat mentioned Unstuckable, please visit unstuckable.com and get a glimpse into the world of Dr. Pat and the work that she does, which is healing on a magnitude of global proportions.
Thank you. Did you know we're starting a channel that's called the TTN Angelus channel, an entire channel?
Yeah.
Network? Yeah.
Yes.
But Jana, we got to talk. All right, Nat, who do we have?
All right, our next caller is going to be Pam from Toronto. Pam, you are on with Mark and Dr. Pat right now. Welcome to the Psychic in the Doc, Pam.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Thank you for taking my call. Thank you,
Hey,
Mark
Pam.
and Dr. Pat.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Hope you guys are good.
We are good, but we're even better now that you called in. So tell us how we can help you. What's on your mind? Do you want to sing a version of Connie Francis with me right now? Are you ready for us to cue that up?
Yeah, sure. I love Connie Francis. Yeah.
I know.
Growing up, I listened to her all the time.
What a beautiful
Mark,
accent.
my By the way, I'm an Aries, Cancer rising, Moon Virgo. So I don't know.
Moon
if that's
Virgo.
a good thing.
Oh, Moon
Yeah.
Virgo. Too bad Linda wasn't here. You two would take over the whole show with detail. But
Okay,
how do we
yeah.
help you tonight? How do we
Okay,
help
Mark,
you tonight?
I wanted to ask something about
Sure.
a loved one who passed away back in August 2023, massive
Okay.
heart attack. And what happened, his family called and said that he had left me some stuff in the will. Now, I have a copy of the will, but it has somebody's name on it that says Hyacinth. So I want to know, do I have a fake will, or am I just,
Oh,
I don't know what to believe.
So say that again. The
He passed
I know you
away
said
back in.
right. That part I got. It was the part about the will.
your family
Okay,
called her.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, the family called her
family-
and said, "We got a will,
He had left.
and you're in the will."
Yeah.
But then she got the will, and it doesn't have her name in it. It has a different person's name, like Hyacinth,
It has,
correct?
Hyacinth. So I want to know, did he leave anything, or is this Hyacinth entitled to it, or is that a family, or
Oh
what
boy,
should I do? Should I hire
Hold
you,
on.
Mark?
Yeah, let's do the spirit part, then get to me, and I'll tell you what not to do.
Yeah. This gentleman's spirit may not answer this question. Okay, because we always got to be careful about going into a reading with I want, not because you don't obviously you want to know, but when we put that type of desire out, it can create a block. All right. So let me see what I get before we go to seeing. He said it's not for you. It's not for you. Now, hold on. Let me see if I can, hold on. The spirit is not on the witness stand. We are not cross-examining the spirit. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting anything about a deceptive or fraudulent will. He said it's not for you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
He's talking about a falling out. Did the two of you at some point have some type of falling out? It didn't have to be right before his passing. It could have been sometime before that, but he keeps talking about a falling out.
When I last spoke to you and you had contacted him a couple of months ago, you said he was going through a dark period. That's why he kept away from my son and I. So
that's the falling out.
Yeah, there was no verbal, argument or anything. Yeah.
What I would do if I were you, I'm stepping out of psychic mode into lawyer mode, go to an attorney that handles probate and have he or she examine the document and see if it meets all the criteria for a legal will, because there's always a presumption, legal presumption that the will is authentic. But have a professional that deals with probate examine it and follow his or her advice.
Yeah.
So I'll leave that with you.
Yeah. Let me tell you what else to do. First of all, I have a lot of relatives who I found out recently lied about what their names were. I'm just going to be blunt with you. So when we get that information, we say, I don't know that person. But Mark is right. Here's what you don't want to do. Now, the family gave you the will, yes or no?
No, I got it through the,
No, I don't know. Through what?
From the registry. Through the registry, or... I did.
You mean you looked it up online?
No, the lawyer provided.
The lawyer, thank you. Got you, right. I forget where you... Okay, so the lawyer gave it to you, and the lawyer said you're in the will, correct?
He said what?
Did the lawyer say you're in the will?
No, well, I got a copy and it shows this person's name, Hyacinth. So,
okay,
that's why I'm just baffled.
Okay, I'm going to give you some advice right now because this happened to me too. First of all, did you call the lawyer and say, "Did you send me the right will"? Yes or no? Did you call the lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then the lawyer said, "Yeah, you got the right will." Right? That's what the lawyer said.
Well, I got a copy, but I didn't go in details as whether it's is the real thing or not. I just have the copy that he provided.
Perfect. Do what Mark said. Don't do anything else. I'm just telling you right now, don't give out your information. Get yourself a lawyer. You understand? You hear me? Take it to the lawyer, pay the lawyer, and let them validate it, verify it, and let them tell you what you're supposed to do. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay,
That's
that
it.
sounds about okay.
No,
great.
Yeah,
Thanks for the advice.
don't talk to people. Don't do nothing until you talk to where you live. I don't know. They call them lawyers. I don't know what they call them, but
No, well,
you know,
I live in Toronto, but this is
Toronto.
down in the Caribbean. Yeah, this.
you got to go to a
down in the
Toronto attorney first.
Yeah.
You understand? You go there first. They will connect with whatever you need to connect to. But please, just don't do it. Hire somebody. Got it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Got it.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not coming from, like somebody that has transitioned on, but I'm telling you, as like a kid from the Bronx, just go get yourself a lawyer.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe the person on the other side would give me the answer. Yes,
They
or no,
did.
right?
Yeah,
They
they
did give
did.
you
Go
the
get a
answer.
lawyer.
Go get a lawyer.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay. I appreciate the
Yeah.
advice.
Sometimes the other side says to me, Pat, do the laundry. Do the laundry. All right. Thank you for calling in.
Okay,
I
great.
love that.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Oh, what a lesson for everybody out there. This is a lesson for all y'all out there. I'm telling you, before you start clicking and Googling and this and that, when it comes to legal documents, get a legal advisor.
Right.
Okay.
Because people always want, I was hoping the other side would tell me. The other
God, there's so
side
many
may give us
scams.
a statement, but it can be interpreted in many different ways.
There's so many scams out there right now,
Yeah.
Mark. It's just ridiculous. Now,
Yeah.
I know we have Peggy.
Yes, our last caller of the day is going to be Peggy from Houston. Peggy, welcome to the Psychic and the Doc. You are connected with Mark and Dr. Pat right now. Welcome to the show, Peggy.
Hey, Peggy, I'm going to turn you right over to Mark. I'm so glad to hear from you. I just don't want to spend a lot of time with you right now because we have a few, like 8 minutes left, but I do want to connect you with Mark unless you don't want to talk to Mark. I mean, you could say that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Peggy. How can I help you?
Well, I kind of got, third time's the charm with MD Anderson, and I got a PET scan that they're kind of going, we're going to do a biopsy on you next week and figure out our next course of action. And it's my third time up. Three's my lucky number. So I'm feeling like a little bit discouraged, and I don't know if any of my relatives or anyone has kind of any advice for me or guidance or whatever.
First off, Peggy, I'm very sorry that you're going through all of this. But in this case, what I'm hearing is defer to the physician. Defer to the physician, because this is very much like the last call. That caller was looking for the other side to give her legal advice, and you're essentially looking for the other side to give you medical advice. Now, sometimes medical things come up. Oh,
no.
Hold on. But defer to the physician is the message that I'm getting. Okay. Right. Also, they're talking about you and hydration. What's going on with you and staying hydrated, Peggy?
I am trying very hard to stay hydrated because I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes on top of everything else. And I know that hydration is important with that. And I live in Houston. It's hot,
It's hot. Yeah, I get it. I was there last week, and it's funny. People say, "Is this hot for you?" It's like it feels just like Florida. It's hot. And hydration is particularly important for diabetics because people say, "Well, I'm always having to urinate," but you see, that's how your body gets rid of excess sugar. Is through your urine. And so the more you hydrate, okay, and hydration means water. It doesn't mean diet drinks, fruity drinks, protein drinks. It's water because that's what we're designed to drink. The other thing they're telling you is, do you do any type of aromatherapy? Because I'm smelling lavender. Hold on, lavender with a hint of lemon. Oh, that's kind of nice. But I'm getting,
Ooh.
and not in a smoky form, more of like, when you get the drops and you put it in like a, what do they call that? Or a candle, a simmer.
Diffuser.
Diffuse. Thank you, Dr. Pat. Diffuser to help you relax.
Okay. Yeah, I need to do that. and oddly, I've been smelling roses lately. I have no idea what that is.
Is there somebody either on planet Earth, but no, I think it's in spirit. I'm getting Nan, N-A-N. It could be like a Nana or a Nancy, but I'm hearing a Nan. Nan could be Anne. Anybody in spirit
Nana.
that's, yeah, go ahead.
My grandmother, we always called her Nana.
That's okay. The roses are from Nana.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She said, you're walking the golden path. You're walking the golden path. And the golden path looks like it's the road to health. So keep optimistic.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Pat.
I want to tell you real quick. This is your third time, right? Did you hear me talk to the previous caller? I want to explain the number 3. The number 3, and this is where I want you to change your thinking and your energy. The number 3 holds immense significance, especially as it relates to roses. But the number 3 represents everything in Christianity and other religions, right?
Correct.
It does. So what it is it's a holy trinity in so many cultures, right? You understand what I'm saying? But it does represent completeness, wholeness, resurrection, right? Harmony. And what you started the show with, no, we have got to change your entree into the realm of a very powerful third time. Do you hear me? So I want you to do things to help you with that. Because when people tell me I'm doing things again, I got to do it the third. Believe me, it took me 3 times to pass a test. I never thought I passed. But the third time was the charm. And I want you to really do a little reading on this. The Virgin Mary. Mary symbolizes purity and virtue in the rose arena, but also the blood she shed. So there are so many things to look at, whether it's Christianity, Eastern cultures. In China, this is yellow roses in China are related to prosperity. So what I want you to do is take these 2 things, these 2 messages and symbols, and I want you to do something in your home. I want you to really emphasize what you can bring in your home to remind you that there is a power greater than your disease.
Right. Okay.
Now,
thank you.
I'm going to tell you that you shift your mind on this. You start to do things in your life, whether you pray, whether you meditate, but you hold the space for healing, because some of us here were told we'd never heal. You understand? Like that's what I was told in 2004. That we don't know what you got, but you're on your way out, girl. No, I'm not. But I had a lot of tools that I had to learn to do that. I haven't been like this all my life. That illness pointed me in a direction so I could be here to tell you, start a practice. And you're not going to like this, maybe 11 times a day. I want you to start a practice 11 times a day, either with roses, either with the Trinity, either with whatever your spiritual practice is, but 11 times a day. You put it on your phone, you let the alarm go off.
And I do what?
You start a practice that's going to remind you you're not your disease.
Oh, okay. That sounds more optimistic. That's more my speed.
It's not even optimistic. It's powerful. It's more powerful than beyond belief.
You know what? I'm going to follow up with what Dr. Pat said. Make your affirmation, I'm walking the golden path of healing.
That's it.
Okay.
Because that's what the spiritual message for you was. The golden path of healing. Dr. Pat, that is really great advice, because we have to talk to our bodies. It's real easy to get angry at your body. You're betraying me. Why are you giving me diabetes? Why are you giving me cancer? Why are you giving me that? And it's like, sometimes we want to kick our body's butt. And the thing is, though, we live in that body and it's our vessel. and we've got to treat our body with love and respect.
And get roses.
And go get roses. Go get roses. Do that aromatherapy. And I am walking the golden path of healing.
11 times a day.
I will say that. Thank you. That's good guidance. And Central Market here in Houston on Tuesdays has dollar roses.
There you go. Come on now. There you go. Yeah.
Every Tuesday I'll bring roses. Maybe 11 roses, $11.
$11, but you get the 12th one. So where my spiritual practice is, when I get 12 roses, 11 may be for one, but I give one rose back to Spirit. Spirit doesn't need much.
I will sometimes give it to someone in the parking lot.
Exactly.
There you go. Somebody that needs it. Yeah.
But please, we're very honored you call in, and we are going to take this journey and hold the space with you. We're going to know your wholeness, even if you can't hold yourself up for that.
I'm trying, guys. I am.
I know. It's not. Believe me, I've been there.
But I do feel so much better after talking to you, because I was just really having a bummed out day. So thank you.
That's why we're here. Thank you for calling in. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. What a great show, Mark. We have the best audience on the planet. Nat, thank you for everything that you do. Mark and I will be back. We're only a couple days away. And when we do, don't forget, today, remember your lucky number. It doesn't matter what it is. But I want you to hold that close to your hearts. And I want you to do something kind for yourself. We'll see you next time.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning into The Psychic in the Doc with Mark Anthony and me, Dr. Pat Baccili, right here on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Hey, look, come back next week so we can explore with you more of life's many challenges and learn from fascinating guests. And you know what? Even Mark and me. We'll connect you and discover insights from people in this life and from the afterlife. Extraordinary problems? Yeah, they do. They require extraordinary solutions. But step into the world of possibilities with us on The Psychic and the Doc. That's every Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on TransformationTalkRadio.com. That's TransformationTalkRadio.com. And don't forget, we're also live face-to-face on Facebook.com, Transformation Talk Radio.